Hi, I'm Pat. Myself, along with Ari David, our editor, and Alicia Wilkerson, our illustrator, make up the team behind Expect Delays. Expect Delays is a two-player deck D-builder about the joys of riding public transit. The goal of the game is to be the first person to get 10 destination points, or at least be the player with the most destination points when the subway system inevitably comes to a grinding halt and every train is broken. Players will take on the role of busy commuters, but everything from stuck doors to traffic fires, signal delays, and even a wave of tourists taking up space on your train conspire to make it difficult for you to get where you're going. The main mechanic of Expect Delays focuses around a single shared deck of train cards. Both players' trains are in this deck, and so players need to use their limited actions on their turn to make sure that they are taking their opponent's trains out of service while keeping theirs in repair. Each player's turn is broken up into three phases: the action phase, the disembark phase, and the upkeep phase. During the action phase, players can take 2 of 5 possible actions. They could take the board action to put commuters onto their line. They could run either of their lines, discarding cards from their hands to do so. They could take a train out of service. This breaks it so it's no longer in the deck, and they earn fair swipes for saving room in the budget. They could repair any broken line, putting it back into the deck. This helps you make sure that your trains continue to run. Or they could take a potential service advisory action. Some service advisory cards are events, and others are new actions that players can use on their turn. After they've taken 2 actions, players move on to the disembark phase. Players can disembark any commuters no matter where they are on the line and earn destination points depending on how far they made it. In addition, every time players disembark a commuter, you get to embark a tourist onto the starting spot of either of your opponent's lines. Tourists just get in the way and they're not worth any points, so they're a nuisance that players need to get rid of. Finally, players move on to the upkeep phase. You discard any cards you have left in your hand, draw a new hand of cards, and if necessary, flip over a new service advisory. At this point, we've been working on Expect Delays for a little over a year now. We've finished playtesting the game and have begun moving on to prototyping the actual components we will be using. We've begun reaching out to manufacturers and are working on getting finalized quotes for what the game will cost to produce. We intend to use a crowdfunding campaign to actually get this thing funded. Previously, we've used Kickstarter to successfully fund our 2 other games, Complicated Board Game the Card Game and Status Report. We plan to do that as well with Expect Delays. Thank you for considering Expect Delays, and thank you for your patience. So I'm going to start by breaking this train because I have no money and taking 3 fair swipes. And then I will board by paying 2 fair swipes and put my guy on the 0. So that's 2 actions. I'm not going to disembark him. I discard what's left in my hand, and I draw 1, 2, 3 cards, and it is your turn.
And you ran a line here?
I boarded.
Oh, you boarded.
Which is probably the first thing you should do.
Yeah. Okay, so I will put these in here.
Yep. And you get to put one of your dudes anywhere. The starting spot of either of your lines, which is the 0 station. Okay, that's 1 action. You got 1 more. Break, run, or repair. Or skip stop. You could just move one of your riders forward. You could just scoot him forward 1 if you wanted.
Got it. I guess I'll run a line.
Okay.
That's the discard pile?
Yep.
So
do you have any other orange cards in your hand?
No.
Okay. So you run 1, so you just move that guy forward 1. Okay. That's it. So if you want, you can disembark to score 1 point, or you can keep him there and try and get him further.
I'm going to try and get him further.
Okay, so in that case you move on to upkeep, discard your hand, draw 3 new cards. It's my turn. I am going to run the blue line, so I'm going to discard both of these. So this is a double card, so it moves orange forward 1, 2 blue symbols, 1, 2. Alright, that's 1 action. And then for my 3rd action, I'm going to use the skip stop. I'm going to slide him forward 1 more. That's going to be the end of my turn there, so I am going to disembark him, so I'm going to take him off. I get 3 points, and because I've disembarked a commuter, I get to put a tourist onto one of your lines. I'll put that there. Used up all my actions, I've done the disembark, I discard, and I draw 3. And it's your turn. And just in case the camera can't see it, this is the skip stop action we keep referring to.
So, okay. So I can't board because I don't have any fair swipes.
Right, so you need money.
So So I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
And get 3.
That's 4. That's 3.
That's 3. And I guess run a line with that.
Yep.
Which puts him there.
Okay, so those are your 2 actions. So you move
Right.
on to disembark. Now there's no reason to keep him there at this
Right,
point.
so I'm gonna disembark him.
That's 2 points. And you get to put a tourist onto one of my lines. Okay. So
then-
discard your hand, draw 3 new ones.
And that was, so I drew, does this get shuffled in again? Or?
Not until I go to draw it and I
Got
can't.
it.
So it can stay empty. For now. This hand is bad. Well, I'm going to break... Nope. Yeah, actually probably. Well, I'm going to take the skip stop action again. I'm just going to slide this tourist forward because he's not going to be there next time. Or this action is going to go away next turn. I'm going to break that. It's one of my trains, but it gets me 3 fair swipes. That's 2 actions, so I have no actions left. I've got nobody to disembark, so I just get rid of what's left in my hand. I go to draw and I can't. So I'm going to shuffle this up to draw 3. Can you flip over a new service advisory? Because every time we shuffle this deck, we get a new one of those. So we got a new action, manufacture a recall. You can put all trains in your hand into the out of service pile. So if you're playing a fast game, where you're like ahead of points and you want to break the deck, this is a good way to do that. Because remember, if there's ever not enough cards here to draw a hand, the game ends. So that's the end of my turn. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna board. That.
Okay, that's 1 action.
So I'm going.
Or did I just discard this wrong? I discarded this wrong. These should be in the deck. Oops.
I'm going to break this train.
Okay, that gets you 2.
And what does breaking do exactly?
So that card is not in the deck anymore. So when I shuffled the discard
Got
back
it.
in, these didn't get shuffled back in. So you don't get these cards back unless you fix them.
Got it. So that was 2.
That was 2. So disembark if you want, or discard and draw.
I'm just gonna discard.
Get 3. Okay. I'm going to pay 2 and board, and I'm going to break this for 3. So now there's no money left in the budget. We've taken
Are
all
those
of it.
supposed to be discarded?
Yep, I did it again. Thank you. You're up.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna run. And running cards goes over here.
Yeah, right here in the discard.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run.
Okay,
this
so orange and yellow move forward, which is just that guy. Do you have any other orange cards in hand?
No.
Okay. Just checking, because you can run more than one at a time. So that was your first action.
Could I run twice?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to break.
That's no points. Okay, cool. So disembark if you want, or discard and draw.
I'm going to discard and draw.
All right. I'm going to run blue and orange. So boop, boop, boop. And then I'm going to take manufacturer recall. I'm going to put all of my train cards into the out of service pile. I'm not going to disembark. And I go to draw. There's nothing left, so I'm going to shuffle these up, and we get a new service advisory. Stuck doors, this is an event. While this is an effect, you may not disembark commuters from stations worth less than 2 destination points.
That is not handy for me.
No, service advisories are all pretty bad. It's almost like the train system isn't running so good.
Huh.
It's your turn.
Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. I'm gonna
Pay 2.
board
Board.
there,
That's 1 action.
and then I'm gonna repair this, I guess.
Okay. Disembark if you want, or discard and draw.
I can't disembark, right?
Oh, you can't. So discard and draw. Stuck doors have stopped you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Pay 2 and board. I'm going to run blue and orange again. That might end up being better for you than for me, but we'll see. So that was 2 actions.